This Is Our Youth is a theatrical play in the realistic fiction genre, written by Kenneth Lonergan. It first premiered off-Broadway in 1996. Set in the United States in 1982 during Ronald Reagan's presidency, the story follows the lives of privileged young adults who are directionless and anxious about the disillusionment of adulthood. Lonergan drew heavily from his own experiences of feeling lost and aimless in the early 80s, as well as from the era's pervasive, pointless pursuit of materialism. His characters come to understand that letting go of the past is an essential part of growing up, and that resistance to this change is often futile. In 2015, a revival of This Is Our Youth won the Tony Award for Best Revival of a Play. The original production featured actor Mark Ruffalo, and since then, the play has seen many high-profile actors appear in or direct various productions. The play opens in the Upper West Side apartment of 21-year-old Dennis Ziegler. The atmosphere is flat and lifeless, until Dennis's friend Warren buzzes in. Warren, 19, is more outwardly confident than Dennis. He has just left his father's home, bringing with him $15,000 he stole, along with a suitcase filled with his most valuable childhood collectibles. Dennis is alarmed, knowing Warren's father will likely come looking for the money. He urges Warren to leave, but Warren has nowhere else to go. Warren offers Dennis $200 and some marijuana, and Dennis begrudgingly agrees to let him stay, though not before criticizing Warren's impulsive, reckless choices. As Warren tosses a football around the apartment, he accidentally breaks a statue made by Dennis's girlfriend. When Dennis throws the ball back, the statue is completely destroyed. Warren opens his suitcase and starts examining his collection of 1950s and 1960s toys, records, and other items. Dennis is visibly uncomfortable and tells Warren to put the old things away. Warren insists the collection is worth a lot, though he doesn't really want to sell it. Dennis suggests they get some cocaine and invite over a couple of girls. Warren agrees. Dennis proposes that they keep part of the cocaine, cut it with something else, and sell the rest to make their money back. He calls his dealer but can't reach him. Then Dennis gets a call from his girlfriend Valerie and invites her and her friend Jessica, who Warren has a crush on. If the first plan fails, Dennis considers calling a friend named Stewie to get the drugs. At one point, the two even contemplate trying heroin but quickly abandon the idea. Dennis leaves to score the cocaine, leaving Warren alone in the apartment. Soon after, Jessica arrives by herself. At 19, Jessica is nervous about adulthood and tends to be defensive and argumentative. Still, Warren greets her warmly, and they start talking. Despite some awkward silences, their conversation deepens. Warren talks about his strained family relationships, why he left home, and his dream of moving to the countryside. Jessica reflects on how people change so much over time that their past selves often feel like strangers. She wonders if her entire life will feel that way. After another lull, Jessica asks about Dennis's family. Warren tells her that Dennis's father is seriously ill and that his mother is emotionally distant about it. He then shows her his collectibles, which she finds charming. They remind her of her own childhood. Warren puts on a Frank Zappa record, and the two begin dancing. Their dancing turns into kissing, and eventually Warren invites Jessica to spend the night in a hotel penthouse. She agrees, and they leave together. The next morning, Warren returns to Dennis's apartment feeling confident and proud of himself. He spent about $1,000 of the stolen money on the night. Dennis is furious, realizing the danger Warren has put them in. He insists Warren now has no choice but to sell the collectibles. Warren agrees, estimating they're worth around $2,500, but decides to keep one item, a baseball cap his grandfather got on Wrigley Field's opening day. The buzzer rings again, and Jessica comes up while Dennis heads out to sell the collection. Jessica tells Warren she can't hang out with him that day. He assumes she isn't interested anymore, and she believes the same about him. Warren tries to prove he still cares by giving her the baseball cap. She accepts it at first, but soon returns it. Jessica confesses she went against her instincts by sleeping with Warren, and she leaves. Alone, Warren answers the ringing phone and accidentally knocks the cocaine to the floor. On the line is his father, demanding the money back. Although his father clearly cares, Warren brushes off his concern and ends the call. Dennis returns soon after with crushing news. Their friend Stewie has died of a drug overdose. Dennis, usually calm and sarcastic, is visibly shaken. The news forces him to confront his own mortality and the fear that he's wasting his life. He wants to do something meaningful and realizes that quitting drugs is the first step. He also worries about his sick father, knowing his mother won't step up. When Warren finds out Dennis got far less than the collection was worth, he accuses him of betrayal. He confesses that Dennis is his hero, but he's never sure whether Dennis actually likes him. Dennis is deeply hurt by this and breaks down in tears, begging Warren to forgive him. Warren eventually softens, and the two sit in silence, reflecting on their uncertain future and what they'll do next. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.